Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia, the owner of CsylvicCraft. Today I'll be showing us how to make the design you saw earlier. And I'll be working with these 3 types of beads. I have my pipe bead here, and I have this chalk red 6 mm, and I have the chalk as well, the bicon 4 mm. So to start with this design, I have my fishing line and my beading needle. You just have to cut out about 15 inches of fishing line, and your beading needle will be working with the 2 needles. And to start with this, I'm going to pick 1 straw bead, and I'll drop it at the middle like this. Then on my right, I pick 6 mm. On my left, I'll pick 4 mm. Then I let it slide. Then the next thing I do, I'll pick another straw bead, and I'll use this coming out of this opposite direction. I'll crisscross it like this. So at this point, I have it this way. This is it. So the next thing you do at this point, you take 6 mm on your right, 4 mm on your left. This will be the pattern. Don't forget, your right would always give you the pick 6 mm with your right, while your left the 4 mm. So I'll do this 2 times more, then I will show you the results when I get to the end. This like this. Then I have to crisscross with this. Then I'll pick it again on my right and pick with my left fishing line 4 mm. Then I'll take this pipe bead, or you call it straw, whichever name you call it. Then I'll use it to crisscross it this way. So at this point, I have it like this. If you can see, I'm bringing it closer. This is the shape. So this is how what you continue till you get to the desired length, be it your bracelets, necklace, whatever you want to do with it. But the difference between the necklace and your bracelets is this: if you're doing a bracelet, both sides will be 6 mm or 4 mm. They should be the same size if it's a bracelet. But if it's a necklace, let the one side be 4 mm while the other one 6 mm. But once it's a bracelet, make sure if you're using 6 mm, use it all through, both on your right and your left. Then if it's 6 mm you're using, use it all through. So take note of that. So at this point, this is what it will look like. So at this point, this is the design. I've gotten to the length I want it. So this time I'm going to add my lock to it. I've done this part. So this is it. You can take a closer look at it like this. So I've done this part by adding my hook. So I'll do the same thing. I'll show us how I did. I'll put the hook now. So just what I did, I had to pick. I did not use what I used here now is size 4. That's your 4 mm to this point. So what I did, I just cut a fresh fishing line, and here, this is, look closely, this is the last 4 mm we picked here. This one here, I'm going to pass my needle through with the last 4 mm on your left fishing line like this. When it's hard to pull, always remember to use your flat nose to pull it out. So at this point, my fishing line is coming out from that. What I do now, pick 1 on my right and 1 on my left, just as if you're doing matting like this. Then you take one to crisscross it. You take one to crisscross it like this. Then I'll do this again. Take one on my right, one on my left, and I'll take one to crisscross it like this. Now at this point I'm going to take one on my right, one on my left. So this one I'm not going to crisscross. What I will do, I'll take my 2 needles, will pass through the size 4 crystal bead like this. Start coming out from it, then I'll pass it through my hook. The 2 needles, I'll pass it through the hook, and at this point I'll have it like this. So the next thing to do, I'll turn it this way towards me. Then the one we passed our needles through, I'm going to pass the needle, the same needle, through that same bead like this. So I have to drag it for it to be tight like this. So at this point, I'll decide to tie it. Where to tie it is what you will decide on your own. I'll pass it this way. So I want to tie it here. So the next thing I will do, use the right hand and pass it through the other one like this. At this point I have it this way. Then I'll take one, either of the fishing line, whether the one on the right or the left. Then as both of them are coming opposite direction like this, this is it. They are coming out from opposite direction. Then at this point I'll just tie it. I'll tie this 3 times. After this process, you can pass your needle through this place, your both needles. See a way of dragging your needle so that where you made the knot will go inside any of this bead like this. So this will not show, this rope here. I'll pass it through this like this. I'm doing same to the other fishing line. You can decide to drag it. Then after doing that, then I'll take my cutter to cut out the excess. So this is it. We have our hook attached. So now we're going to move on to the next step, that's embellishing this design. This, remember, you can wear this very simple and very light. You can wear it out, but now we're going to embellish it. So let's get started with that, with embellishment. At this point, after making your necklace this way, the way you want it, you cut a fresh fishing line and pass your beading needle. Remember, we're still using 2 beading needles. Then you pick your pipe bead. Let it drop at the middle, the center of your fishing line. So the next thing to do now, you pass your right fishing line, your right needle, to this first 6 mm you picked while doing the necklace, the first one ever. Here, I'm bringing it closer. The first one, I'll pass through this first one. while your left needle will go through the fourth 4 mm. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one is what we're going to pass through, like this. Then you drag your needle out. So after passing it through it, then you pick a pipe bead and crisscross with it, like this way. So at this point you have it like this. The next thing you do, remember this time you follow the way accordingly, the way you picked it. Don't skip anyone at this point. This is the first one we passed before. Then you go through the second 6 mm again. The second one at this point. Then while your left needle will go through the next one, which is the fifth 4 mm you picked. So after coming this way, you take a pipe bead and you crisscross it. You take a pipe bead and you crisscross with your left fishing line, and you have something like this. So this is it. After coming out like this, then you pass through the next crystal, which is the third one, and pass through the next one on your left, which is the 6th one you picked before while making the necklace. So remember, this is the pattern. You continue with this pattern till you get to the end of your necklace. Then after passing there, you take a pipe bead and you will crisscross with it like this way. So after crisscrossing, you pass it through. So at this point, this is what you have. This is your design. So I'll do it to the end. Once I get to the end, I'll show us the finished result. So here is the finished result. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you like this video. Share my videos, like them. Comment if you have any concern. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye bye.